Are you afraid you look stupid due to pronunciation mistakes in English? Well, today we are tackling a challenge many English learners face: commonly mispronounced words in English. Hi, my name is Kirsty. I'm a British native English speaker and I run ESL workshops for English learners here in the south of France. I myself have my own language journey to share. I went from zero to fluency to even obtaining a master's in my second language in a really short space of time. I am proof that learning a language fast is possible, and I have lots of tips to share with you in my videos, so stay tuned. In this video, you'll discover words that you should be able to pronounce if you are intermediate or above, followed by upper intermediate words, and if you stay to the end of this video, I'll even give you words that native speakers sometimes mispronounce. Okay, let's begin. Throughout this video, I'm going to ask you to repeat after me. It's the technique commonly known as shadowing. The reason I ask you to do this is because it's something that I use to become very fluent and even bilingual in French, and it really works. So make sure you take the opportunity to repeat after me during this video. Let's begin with the intermediate mispronounced words, and our first word is vegetable. This word is commonly mispronounced by adding an extra syllable, and people sometimes say vegetable. This is the wrong pronunciation. The correct pronunciation is vegetable. Vegetable. Your turn. Okay, good. Now, our second word is similar. Again, people tend to add an extra syllable. The wrong pronunciation is comfortable. The correct pronunciation is comfortable. Comfortable. Your turn. Okay, number 3 is a word you probably all know from a Netflix series. It's Wednesday. Now, the mispronunciation here comes from people wanting to say the D, Wednesday, yet we pronounce it Wednesday. Wednesday. Your turn. Okay. The next word is receipt. The P is silent in receipt. It's pronounced receipt. We do not pronounce the P. Receipt. Your turn. And for those of you who don't know, this is what you are given when you pay for something in a shop or a restaurant, and someone gives you back a little piece of paper that proves that you have paid. That is your receipt. Okay, number 5 is this word. How would you pronounce this word? Well, the correct pronunciation is candidate. Candidate. And not candidate. Okay, we don't date a candidate. So it's candidate. Your turn. All right, moving on to number 6. Here's a word we've seen a lot since the beginning of this video. How would you say this? It's pronunciation and not pronunciation. In spite of the verb being to pronounce, this word is said pronunciation. Pronunciation. Your turn. Okay, number 8. How would you pronounce this word? This word is commonly mispronounced as quinoa, when actually the correct pronunciation is quinoa. Quinoa. Your turn. Keeping within our food theme, number 9 is this word, a popular British sauce. Do you know how to pronounce it? It's often mispronounced Worcestershire when actually it's Worcestershire sauce. Worcestershire, difficult to say. Worcestershire sauce. Your turn. Okay, moving on to 3 words that are commonly mispronounced, even sometimes by native speakers. Okay, not all native speakers. I don't want 100 comments from native speakers in this video. But I have heard native speakers mispronounce these 3 words. So if you want to speak English as good as or better than a native speaker, make sure you stay to the end of these 3 words. This word, commonly mispronounced as mischievous, when it should be pronounced mischievous, mischievous. Your turn. Okay, next up is an Italian word that we use in lots of languages, this word. Sadly, I have heard in England people say espresso, which must really hurt Italians' ears because the correct pronunciation is espresso. Or if you want to give it an Italian accent, espresso. I don't speak Italian. I love Italy and I wish I did speak Italian. Hi to all Italian viewers. But this is to be said espresso and not espresso. There's no X in the word. Our final word that is commonly mispronounced even by some native English speakers is this word of Latin origin. And it's commonly mispronounced by adding an X, just like the word before. It is commonly mispronounced as etc. when it should be etc. Etc. Your turn. Now, before I go, let me give you some tips on pronouncing tricky words. I have 3 to give you in all. Number 1, break it down. Break it down into syllables, practice each syllable individually, and try and ramp up your speed to say the word faster and faster once you've mastered each syllable, okay? Number 2, record yourself. Record your pronunciation and compare it to my pronunciation. Okay, this is a really difficult exercise because I did this when I was learning French. In my head, I had this amazing French accent when I was a beginner or intermediate, and I thought I was doing really well. And then I listened to myself recorded and realized that my accent really wasn't great. So this is a great way to improve your accent. Record yourself and listen to it and see if it matches the words that I have given you in this video. Okay, number 3. Try and practice the words in context. When you're speaking and you have some speed in a sentence and then you can slip these words in with the right pronunciation, that will make sure that you remember them and that you record them mentally. If you're lucky enough to have English speaking classes, or maybe you're part of an English community where you can speak English and you can practice your language skills, definitely try to use the words that you have learned. I'm afraid that's all we have time for this video. I have really enjoyed making this. If you have enjoyed watching this or have learned anything from this video, please make sure you give it a thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe so that we can continue learning English together. I would love to see you here again. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.